Hello everyone. In this video, I shall be covering the course content of week second of the course Understanding Diabetes Mellitus. In this particular week, we shall be studying the role of microbiota in diabetes mellitus. Number of studies have shown that the dysbiotic gut microbiota is associated with number of lifestyle diseases like obesity and inflammatory bowel syndrome. However, the role of microbiota in diabetes mellitus is also started emerging. So, in this particular video, I shall be assessing what are the gut microbiota, the role of probiotics, and the coming to the gut microbiota. Eukaryotic bacteria and archaea residing in the gut are collectively known as the gut microbiota. The major phyla which is present in the gut include Bacteroidetes, that is that contains gram-negative bacteria, and Firmicutes that contain gram-positive bacteria. Together, they account for 90% of the gut microbiota. And the total number of bacterial species that are present in a gut depends on various factors, and it ranges from 500 to 1000 numbers with a total mass of about 1 to 2 kg. The healthy gut, the microbiota of a healthy gut performs number of functions such as protection to the host against pathogens by competing for space and nutrition. They also interacts with the immune cells and thus influences the immune response, and thus it modulates the immune response of the gut. The gut microbiota is very essential for maintaining the intestinal integrity or the homeostasis of the gut epithelial lining. And lastly, they also play an important role in metabolizing the xenobiotics, including drugs. Now, dysbiosis and inflammation. Dysbiosis can be defined as reduction or alteration of gut microbial diversity. It has been associated with disease conditions, or they can also worsen the severity of diseases like ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, inflammatory bowel disease, and colorectal cancer. There are a number of mechanisms are known to be associated with the dysbiosis that leads to these diseases. That is, dysbiosis leads to increase in pathogenic bacteria. This further breaches the cell to cell integrity, leading to leaky gut syndrome with enhanced permeability to endotoxins and the condition that is known as endotoxemia. This further leads to intestinal inflammation and reduced or disturbed immune response at the gut mucosa. In a mouse model, it was demonstrated that high fat diet induced obesity, translocation of the intestinal gram negative bacteria in the circulatory system, adipose tissue, and caused endotoxemia. So, in this diagrammatic representation, the condition of the intestinal mucosa in a healthy and a diabetic patient is represented. On the left hand side is a healthy in the gut mucosa of a healthy person. So you can see there is um, the integrity of the gut epithelium is maintained, and thus the tight junction. There are present tight junctions that do not allow any foreign antigens or bacteria to translocate in the gut mucosa, and there is a kind of anti-inflammatory response uh, along with presence of regulatory T cells that are very important to downregulate the pro-inflammatory responses in the gut.